Well, hello, boys and girls, ladies and gents, and members of the Big Red Food Army. It's your boy, Big Red, back for another Ghetto Gourmet. And today's Ghetto Gourmet is going to be inspired by two things. One thing is a friend of mine from New Orleans posted something on Facebook. You know, everybody posts them videos of these little speed cooking things that either tasty or some other crap that they get off the internet. But my friend Allison posted, don't mind the wizard, he's just putting away dishes. He's doing the dishes. I do the dirties, he does the clean. He's putting stuff away. Why are you down there, son? Can you give me the skillet? Not that one.
The deep one?
Yes. So anyway, my friend Allison posted this up there, and I was like, looks interesting. And Big Red's going to take it to a new level. And the other thing that it's inspired by is Arby's did those pizza sliders, which were utter crap. So Big Red's going to improve on this. We're going to make us some pizza sandwiches. Now, Big Red's going to improve on it slightly, but since it's getting late and I'm tired, and I don't feel like making my own sauce, we're going to use jar sauce. That's the only difference. So, with that being said, you saw little man, he got the little pot out for us. And we're going to brown up some sweet Italian sausage, or it's not in the sausage form, it's in the ground meat form, but we're going to brown up some Italian thing. And this is actually better that it's not in the casing. That way I don't have to decase it. I just go ahead and brown it up. You know, Arby's done it with just a little bit of marinara sauce and a little bit of like one or two pieces of pepperoni, which to me was kind of cheap on their behalf. But, you know, Big Red's going to take it up a notch. You get a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, just so it don't stick to the pan. I don't want to use that as part of my flavor profile. Just want to use a little bit of oil to keep it from sticking. Because this, believe it or not, this Italian pork ground meat will produce a lot of its own grease, so I don't want to over grease it, and I don't want to over flavor it, but I didn't want to use vegetable oil because it's going to be like an Italian dish, so I'd rather have that Italian profile, so I use virgin olive oil. Get the little spoon I'm going to use to knock this out. So we're just going to break little chunks off and start putting it in this here frying pan. And theoretically I can put it all in and just start chopping it up in the pan, but I'm going to knock it out like this. And I'm actually going to fry this whole thing up, and it's going to be more than what I need actually. But you know what, we're going to have a little extra. You could eat it on the side tomorrow or something, you know. Actually, I could. I don't think I'm going to need all this. I might be able to wrap this up and save it for tomorrow and make something else with it. You see, I might do that. Let's see what this produces. Let's see what this produces. Let me wash my hands very quick. I don't want to break it into little chunks. I want it to be relatively chunky. More like a little crumble, you know? You know what I'm going to do? Watch, we're going to get a plate. And we're going to put it on here to drain it. Since I am making sandwiches with it. While we're doing that, we're going to turn this oven on 350. Let it start heating up. You don't want to over brown it, you just want to get it to where it's cooked up. Because it is going to go into the oven. Yeah, it looks like we're going to use it all. So I'm going to go ahead and cook another batch of this. See how that tastes here in a minute. Let it cool off a second. Looks like we could use a little bit more oil. I'm going to use all of this because, I mean, that'll make like 2 sandwiches. So basically this was like a pound of sweet Italian sausage or sweet Italian ground meat, pork. Wash my hands. Toss this trash out. So what are y'all cooking for dinner? Let me know what y'all cooking for dinner. This is what I'm cooking for dinner. And I didn't use no salt, no pepper. I'm just letting the Italian sausage be itself. This is the first time I'm ever attempting this, so we're just going to let it do its thing. Turn the fire off. Move these over to the side. And a lot of that grease come off of that, boy. Come back, Mr. Italian sausage. In the grocery store that I went to, they had two different kinds of Italian sausage. They had the sweet, well, three, I'm sorry. They had sweet, they had spicy, and regular. I got the sweet. Throw a little water in that pan so it don't stick. We got our pan. I'm going to spray that with Pam. Alright, now we're going to construct our sandwich. Move that to there. Alright, so what we got here is these little, I was looking for little mini loaves of Italian bread, but the closest thing they had at the bakery was these here, they look like little baguettes. I don't know, they made fresh daily. We're just going to use those. Get our bread knife. What I want to do is just slice them open. Like I said, I'm not even trying to make my own sauce here. Normally I would make my own sauce, but I'm tired. Had a long day with being ghetto fabulous. Plus my pain has been elevated. We had a storm front come through here. So I ain't got all kind of time to be standing up to make my own sauce. So I got jar sauce, we're going to try it out, and I never used this sauce before, so. Alright, so now we got our bread sliced open, as you can see there. Again, I just got the classic store-bought marinara sauce. And I almost feel ashamed of myself for using store-bought sauce. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and you're going to put you a generous amount of sauce. On the bottom and the top. You want this thing to be saucy. What's up, Kitty Pooh? What you doing? You want to say hello to the peoples? You saying hello? Yeah? Yeah, that's what you're saying? You're saying hello? Yeah? Alright, you tell them. And you just want to, like I said, you just want to put a nice generous helping of sauce on top and bottom layer of your bread. Spread it out evenly. It's alright if you have a little extra on there. Because that sauce is just going to soak up into the bread. You might have to go back and do another coating on it, depending on how porous your bread is. Mine seems to be holding up pretty well. My biggest complaint with Arby's when they did their sliders was they didn't have enough sauce. Their sauce sucked. And they only gave you like one piece of freaking pepperoni. I'm like, really, guys? Come on. Y'all supposed to have the meat. Be generous with your meat. You know what I'm saying? Go back and revisit some of these here. Make sure I've got enough sauce. Like I said, it'll soak into your bread a little bit. You want to just go back and just make sure everything's coated and everything's got a nice helping of sauce. All right. So next thing you want to do I'll get your mozzarella. And again, we got the store brand. Let's see where to open this here at. Tear here. Say tear here. Shit, I can't even tear it. Might have to get the old skizzles out. I don't have to cut here. How's that sound? Now here's where we're going to go ahead and, since it's going to get a little, we're going to put them on the pan here. And put two at a time, and then once I close them, I can put the other two. So. while I'm doing this, I got to do something else too. Another key ingredient to this here. Get your bowl, your margarine or your butter. Go ahead and get you a big old scoop of that there. We'll leave that out just in case we need some more. Get my 2 paper towels that I already got out to cover this up. I'll stick this here in the microwave. Cook time 30 seconds. That should melt it. If not, we'll let it go a little longer. Alright, so we got our mozz. We're gonna go ahead and put us a generous layer of mozz down. Want a piece of cheese? Yeah, hold on. Like I said, we're going to construct 2 of these first. And then we're going to close them up and then construct the other 2. Okay, so we got our mozz down. You want a piece of cheese? Here, baby girl, come here. Come on, get your piece of cheese. Okay, a little dotted line to cut on. Did that do anything? Let's see. Did that give us enough to open it? There we go. All right. So now we're into our little pepperoni game here. We're just gonna layer the heck out of this with some pepperonis. Let's put you up here, come on. You don't need the flavor saver in there. All right, so now we got that down. I'm going to take some of our Italian sausage. I'm going to put a little bit of that on top of that. Get our little Italian sausage on. Get us a little Italian sausage crumbles on the other one. Like I said, we're taking it up a notch, Arby's. We're taking it up a notch there, Allison. Because if you're going to do it Big Red style, you got to do it right. You got to take it up a notch. All right. So now that we got that down, Let me wash my hands. And we're going to come on top of that with some Parmesan. Now what we're going to do is come on top of that with a little oregano. And a little bit of Italian mixed seasoning, which I think has oregano, marjoram, a little bit of basil, all right, there we go. So now we're just going to close this little puppy up. You might have to cut it all the way through. There we go. It's already cut all the way through. I'll close that up just like that. I'm going to close that up just like that. Boom. Italian sausage is good. Okay, so I'm only going to be able to fit one on here right now. So what we're going to do, go down with our mozz. I'm sure I'll do the other one on it while it's over here. No, I don't want to make a mess. So what we're going to do is go down with our healthy, generous thing of mozz. Gonna hit it with the peps. Let's get the peps out. That's just one solid thick piece. Whoa, that's a nice piece there. Thought that was like two together. Just a little slicer got a little carried away there. All right, now we're gonna go back down with some Italian sausage crumbles. Go down with those. Get a couple more in there. If you're gonna do a big red style, you're gonna do it big or go home, right? All right. Wash my hands, a little grease. Go down with some parm. Go Italian. A little extra oregano. I'm gonna go ahead and close this bad boy up. I don't know if I could close it without cutting it all the way through. There we go. Get back in there. There you go. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to cut this one just so I can do it. All right. So we're gonna. I gotta wash my hands again. Why I wish I had a bigger pan where I could have did them all at once, where I ain't got to keep washing my hands, wasting water. Okay, so we're in the home stretch now. Home stretch. Hey, son, What'd you do with the other thing of parm? Where at? Okay, because I didn't see it. Go down with your healthy portion of mozz. Why don't you come help the old man out? Need a little help. Why don't you zip this, zip that old mozz up and put it away. And you could zip the peps up and put them away down in the meat drawer. You're in the home stretches, guys. Zip them up and put them away. All right, let's get a little of this Italian sausage crumbles. Everybody's invited to the party. Everybody get on. Everybody get on the gravy train. Everybody wants to get off the bus here. Everybody's got to get on the bus and stay on the bus and stay buckled until we come to a complete stop, y'all. All right, do me another favor. Come on, I ain't finished what you're staying. You know, I'll give you one instruction at a time. Grab that can of sauce or that jar of sauce there. Make sure the lid's tight. Put it in the fridge. Go down with some parm. There's a little bit left of that. Put that away. A little bit of oregano. Throw them three pieces of trash away. A little bit of Italian. Thank you there, sir. And you are done until it's ready to put in your pie hole. Alright, so now we got the sauce. We got all our ingredients on there. I'll put this little bit of sausage over here that we're going to pick at. Alright. Now we got to see if our butter's melted. Almost. Hit it with another 20 seconds, we'll be good. Just hit a minute, let it do its magic. We're going to get the rest of our magic out of here. We'll get some onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of parsley. We should be good with this. We are close enough, so we're gonna revisit that in a second. Put a little garlic powder in there. A little onion powder. A little bit of parsley. A little bit of black pepper. What I want to do here is I want to poke some holes in the top of my bread. Whisk all of this together. Son, come put this butter away from me. Let me find my little... I don't need the whole big long barbecue thing, but I just took the brush part off. I'm going to brush the top of this here with the melted butter and parsley and onion, and brush it real good. You know what? Watch, we're going to do a little pour. A little pour right down the middle. A little pour. A little pour right down the middle. A little pour right down the middle. A little pour right down the middle. Nothing goes to waste. Everybody gets used. All right. All right, into the oven it goes. 5-10 minutes. We will be eating. I don't need a timer. I can see what time it is. All right, let's wipe up our mess. We'll spray something on it to clean it up better after. This is just the initial douching. All right. Sip of water. I think I deserve that little sip of water. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this meat just onto the plate. Get rid of this. I mean, and see, look at all that grease that comes off of that. You don't want to eat all of that. Throw that away. Wash my hands right quick. Basically, everything in there is cooked, so all you want to do is melt that cheese. So, I'll see you back in about 5-10 minutes. Alright, so it's been about 9 minutes, 10 minutes. So we're going to turn this here oven off. We're going to go ahead and check them. Looks like the cheese is melted pretty well. See what we look like underneath. Yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. Like I said, everything on here is cooked. We just needed to go ahead and brown it up. Get that cheese to melt. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to eat two or not, son, but if you can't, we'll save it for later. you did the lights and stuff, so I'm gonna get you something to drink. Get some cheese off this.
What'd you do with the one can that was sitting here?
Well, it was gone. I drank it. I had it for lunch.
You did?
Yes, I had a drink. When you start complaining about when you could start complaining about when and what I drank out of that refrigerator is the day you start buying it. I wanted a soda. I had a soda. I never drink sodas unless I'm doing a review, but I wanted a soda. Okay. So let me flip this around and show y'all what we got. So there you have it. I don't know if you could still hear it sizzling, but there's my son's 2 sandwiches. There's the Big Papa's 2 sandwiches. Here, why don't you come film this so I could cut them? You want your sandwich cut in half?
Not really.
No, you're going to eat it just like that? You don't want me to cut it in half?
Nope.
All right, well then grab your plate and let's go. All right, so y'all just saw what we had. He didn't want his cut in half. I think I might cut mine in half. I don't know. I'm going to try the first one as is. But walk with me while we get over here to the glorious... Yeah, it's sizzling. It's hot as shit, son. It just come out of 350, 400 degree oven. You sure you don't want me to slice it in half, huh?
I'm sure.
Alright, so here we go. Nice and toasted. What do you think of that?
I'll put good.
That's pretty fire. We might need some napkins.
Well,
Is that a keeper? Thank you, sir. The only thing I could have did different was make my own sauce.
yeah, but how would you make for just this?
Well, look at it this way. Got some left in a jar. If I would have had some left in the pot, just put it in a Tupperware and then make a small helping of spaghetti the next day, some kind of pasta, and put it on there. The problem would be is if I didn't have enough. This is delicious. What saith you?
Yeah.
You're hardly talking, so I know you must like it. I think it's seasoned just right. Not over seasoned. I don't think it's overcooked, over toasted. Got just the right amount of crunch. I wasn't like Arby's and skimped on the peps. Stepped it up a notch, put some Italian sausage on it. Didn't skimp on the sauce. I surprise myself sometimes. You saw how easy it was to make. You could make this at your mama's house if you wanted to. The hardest part is browning the sausage, but you could do it with just all pepperonis if you wanted to. You really don't need the sausage. This is something you could make at your mama's house for lunch when you're there by yourself sometimes. Or you could say, Mom, step out the kitchen, let me show you something. Let me show you little skills. And you could cook for your mom and your stepdad. I mean, how hard was it? Just tell her to get the ingredients you need and go to town. Show her your skills. How hard was this? Not hard at all, huh? Hardest part was browning the meat. You cook by your mom's house? I mean, I know you cook stuff in the microwave when you're by yourself, but
I prefer the microwave and sometimes on the stove when I'm by myself. Actually, more of the time on the stove. Rarely use the microwave unless I'm just eating up leftovers.
so what do you cook over there? And I'm not talking about I opened a can of Chef Boyardee and heated it up.
I don't eat those over there.
I ain't talking about I opened a can of soup and heated it up.
No. I don't. Like I just said, I don't use the microwave for anything.
Okay, well, what does it make?
I make a mean cup of ramen, but I don't tell anybody about that. That's my secret right there. And eggs, bacon's the only one thing I do. But I use a microwave for. The easier, simplistic stuff.
Yeah, this is real delicious. But me and my boy want to finish watching what we're watching, even though it's something we've probably already seen a million times. It's just nicer to watch it with sound. So you ain't going to see nothing different except for us eating another sandwich. And maybe a belch or two, but tell them what you think of this before we go.
Good.
All right, so over here, let's see, I'm sorry, I was being rude. First of all, let's give you a little nibble. Let's give y'all a little nibble. Little nib. You see all that sausage in there and the pepperoni's laying down low? Yeah, we'll give y'all a little nibble. Over here, subscription button. Please subscribe to my channel where you can learn how to cook ghetto fabulous style. And just because we live in the ghetto don't mean we ghetto up here. Means ghetto gourmet. What I mean by being a ghetto gourmet is big flavor, little budget. This whole meal wasn't cheap. It wasn't that expensive. The four buns or four things fresh baked daily, 4 of them for $1. The pepperonis, that big old packet, and I still got some left over. That big old packet was like $2.50, I think. The marinara sauce, I got the store brand, that was $1.50. The cheese was probably the most expensive thing at $2, weighing in at $2, roughly. Again, the seasoning wasn't that much comparison of how much I used on the sandwich. Yeah, big flavor, little budget. So over here, subscription button, please subscribe. Next to it's a notification bell. Click that bell, you'll be notified, get notifications when I put up new content. Over here, thumbs up, thumbs down, pop, pop, pop. Hit me with one like McGregor's gonna do to freaking Mayweather's face. That's if this video comes out before the fight, I don't know. Might be after the fight and I might be eating crow. But I think, let me give you my little prediction here real quick. I think if McGregor gets a hold of him, McGregor's going to beat his ass. Because Mayweather's just going to stick and move, and run around the ring like a little bitch. But McGregor's already at a disadvantage because he's fighting with big heavy gloves on. But I think McGregor's still going to whip him up real good. That's my prediction. But if it goes classic boxing, you know, where he just outpoints him, Mayweather may win. But what I would like to see, this is what I'd absolutely love to see. I'd like to see Mayweather hit McGregor in the head so hard that he forgets where the hell he's at, and freaking McGregor jumps on him and starts ground pounding him like he's in an MMA fight. That would be so freaking awesome. That would make the pay-per-view worth it. Anyway, enough of that shenanigans. Hit me with one of them thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't matter which. We like these better. Also, down below is a description box with a description to this video, as well as links to find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. There's a link to my friend's t-shirt website where you can purchase Big Red Show shirts, as seen on the show from time to time, and then things that you haven't seen. Then there's also going to be a little section with the dark side of red, where you can find wacky stuff that comes out of this wacky mind. And some of it's pretty dark. That's why it's going to be the dark side of red. Anyway, if you don't want to click that, go up here, www.teamp.com. That's www.teeimp.com. And then scroll the navigation bar on the side till you see the Big Red Show. Then you can find my shirts. While you're there, check out his shirts. He does comic book shirts, anime shirts, video game shirts, pop culture type stuff. It's geeky stuff. Check it out. With that being said, as of the making of this video, the website is still down for maintenance. Hopefully it's up soon. But anyway, today is what, July the 13th? Yeah. It's National French Fry Day. I didn't have a French fry. I feel bad. Anyway, go enjoy you some French fries. Go in the kitchen, cook you something. Try to follow this recipe. But this video is not going to come out today. It'll come out in a couple of days. Who knows? A couple of weeks. I don't know when I'm going to put it up. Got so many videos in reserve. It's not funny. Anyway, thanks for watching. Oh, yeah. Type me a comment. I'll type you one back, too. Show me yours, and I'll show you mine. And as always, from my day one sub to my newest sub, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for hanging out with Big Red and Little Red from time to time. You know, you got other shit you could be doing. But, you know, hey, you chose to hang out with us. Also, check out our older content. The link is down below in the description box. Everything's separated by series. So if you don't like the cooking show, you just like the eating show, check that. You want to learn how to cook Big Red style, Ghetto Fabulous, click that. You know, hey, it's up to you. Go check it out. But thanks to each and every one of y'all. But I need you to do me a little itchy bitchy favor. I need you to tell your ma, tell your pa, tell your crazy grandma. Share this video with your family and friends. Share it with your pets, your farm animals, your next door neighbor, your road dog, your kids, your loved ones, even people you hate. I don't care. If you hate them, send them the video. But anyway, share it on your Twitter, your Tweeter, your Twatter, your Facebook, your Bookface, your Instagram, your Mammogram, your Sonogram, your Discogram, your Strippogram. Stick it in a bottle, throw it in the ocean, and maybe a lonely pirate to find it. You never know. He might need a little company out on sea. But anyway, thanks for watching. We're going to finish these sandwiches. We're going to watch TV. TV tonight is reruns of The Big Bang Theory. And we'll see you guys next time in the kitchen. Until next time, I'm Big Red. That's Little Red for another Ghetto Gourmet. May all your cooking be ghetto fabulous. We out.